Hello and welcome back to another installment of Fodder. In this video, I'm going to talk about the one-on-one matchup between Majundaboa and Proceratomimus, better known as Yoshi. Ever since the release of Jurassic World Alive 1.14, people have been speculating that Majundaboa was going to be the savior that we were all looking for from Yoshi. And while there are ways for Majundaboa to defeat Yoshi, it is far from a foregone conclusion. In fact, truth be told, Yoshi probably still has the advantage here, but Majundaboa is going to leave its mark even if it doesn't get the knockout. And since we have a skill tournament starting soon, I thought I'd throw this video together and get it out just in time for you to finish up your rosters and head into battle. But before I show you 3 ways in which Majundaboa is going to emerge victorious from this battle, I do want to say thank you to Bart from Gamepress for putting together the breakdown of the moves. Additionally, I want to thank Tridemption and KindRedPanda for recording the game videos for me. And if you'd like to join me for some live battles, you can catch me on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Fridays I will focus on tournament battles, so make sure you are following me on Twitter so you know when I go live. As always, links are down in the description below. And one final disclaimer before I get into the first scenario where Majundaboa defeats Yoshi. These breakdowns are assuming both creatures are starting off with full health and have not taken any turns. And I'm only going to show 3 different scenarios in which Majundaboa wins. Just keep in mind that there are hundreds of different move combinations that could potentially happen, and yours may not play out exactly like this. So without further ado, let's jump into the first battle. The first scenario we are going to look at is when Yoshi attacks first. Now Yoshi is going to be the faster of the 2, so it will always go first. In this particular scenario, Yoshi is going to use Nullifying Strike to open. Majundaboa is going to answer with Raking Counter and then throw up Shielding Decelerating Strike of its own. Now with this shield, it doesn't matter which move Yoshi uses on turn 2. It can go Nullifying Strike or it can go Rampage. They're both going to do the same amount of damage. Majundaboa is going to answer with Raking Counter Attack again and then go Shielding Decelerating Strike as the next best option. From this point on, it doesn't matter what happens, Majundaboa is going to win this battle. In our second example, of course, Yoshi's going to go first, and this time we're going to look at what happens when Yoshi leads with Evasive Stance. Now this is going to take some prediction on your part from Majundaboa because it's kind of a risky play. But Yoshi opens turn 1 with Evasive Stance. Remember, there's no Raking Counter because there was no physical attack. Majundaboa is going to answer with Precise Impact, but this is only good if you guess correctly. From there, Yoshi is going to use Distracting Rampage. It is going to get hit with a Raking Counter from Majundaboa. Majundaboa is going to finish this battle with a Ferocious Strike and the victory. The final example of how Majundaboa is going to emerge victorious also comes with Yoshi leading off with Evasive Stance. In this particular situation, turn 1, because Yoshi is faster, Evasive Stance. Again, there is no Raking Counter because there is no physical attack into Majundaboa. In this situation, Majundaboa is going to go Shielding Decelerating Strike. Yoshi is going to follow with Rampage, or it could even go with Nullification Strike. It really doesn't matter because of the shield, the damage is going to be the same. Yoshi is going to get hit with a Raking Counter from Majundaboa, and then you should follow your turn 2 with a Ferocious Strike. At this point, if Yoshi goes with Nullifying Strike, then Raking Counter will most likely get the knockout. If not, any attack will finish it off. But if you leave your shield down and you get hit with the Decelerating Rampage, it's probably bad news for you. So there you have it. Majundaboa isn't necessarily the Yoshi counter that people were hoping for when 1.14 came out. But as this video shows, it is entirely possible with the right moveset and a little bit of prediction. As the Majundaboa user, you can emerge victorious in this weekend's tournament. If you found this information useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up while you're there, subscribe, and turn on the alert notifications so you know when the next video goes live on YouTube. That's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time. And finally, the number 1 creature on the list is going to be Indominus Rex Gen 2. Now, while it only wins 75% of its head-to-head battles, which is less than Sarcorixie's 77%, it only loses straight up to 9% of other creatures. Between Mutual Fury and Cloak, you're definitely going to have your hands full.